I guess, Sid, first question from you, was there any doubt that you were going to be able to play in this?
Was there any doubt you're
Yeah,
asking?
yeah.
Yeah, there was a little doubt. Obviously to miss a couple games, and it's just I wouldn't say it's a common injury, so I just tried to get as many opinions as possible and kind of understand what I was dealing with, and just go from there.
Nate, did you have any doubt that Sid was going to play in this?
I didn't know. No, he was ignoring my calls for a couple days, but I know he was just healing. So, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I don't know why. I just figured he was gonna make it. So happy he's here.
I think everybody kind of knows, but how happy are you guys that you finally get this opportunity with each other in such a big event? What does it mean for you two guys to be line mates and teammates here and now?
Yeah, it's special. I mean, we played together for, I think the last time was World Championships almost 10 years ago. So probably would have thought that it would have happened a little sooner after that than it did. But, it hasn't. And, for me personally, just the amount of time that we thought it was going to happen and it didn't. I mean, that was tough. So to finally be able to do it, I saw what he did in that World Cup too. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather be on his team than playing against him. So it's really special, and it's something that we've talked about for a long time, and glad it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone knows how much of a fan I was of Sid. His first year in the league, I was like 10 or 11. So just a prime age to be a fan. Obviously grew close over the years, so really excited. Obviously it's a dream come true to play for Canada, and obviously with him, so really excited for it.
Was there any question in your mind that you guys were going to be line mates? Did you always see it that way?
No, I don't think so. I didn't know until I looked at the sheet. So obviously we talked to Coop, and he asked me, I said obviously I'd love to play with Sid, but I will play anywhere. I don't care. Obviously with Stone as well, I think it's a good trio, and hopefully we can make an impact quickly.
Who's the center?
I am to start, but it's pretty flexible, I think. I'm sure Sid will be in the dot, and I'll fill left wing, so it's pretty flexible for sure.
You okay with this?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've played wing at different points, and obviously playing with Bergie for a long time, we'd switch, depending on our strong sides on face-offs and things like that. So, I mean, you gotta make a few adjustments, and that's part of it. I mean, it's great to be able to play with them, so I'll figure it out.
Give me your best Nathan MacKinnon story.
Oh, jeez. With him here.
But you can say to all of Canada.
Well, one of the first times I met you was the best, because he's a scrawny guy, and Andy was there. I think he was talking to your dad, and he told you to do something, and then he ended up talking to your dad for 7 or 8 minutes, and Nate did the exact same drill for 7 minutes straight. I felt so bad for him. I was like, this guy's gonna make it, because he hasn't stopped yet. He's just waiting for him to say stop. So I knew right then you had a good work ethic. I didn't know about anything else, but I knew that you were a hard worker.
I was trying to impress you the whole time. Glad you noticed.
Yeah, so it's a good first impression for sure.
What's your best Sid story?
So I probably was 15 then, 14, and then 2-3 years later I got drafted by Colorado, and it was Canada Day. Around Canada Day, they always go to PEI. So I would have got drafted June 28th, flew back, it was July 1st, and I meet them at the beach to do a beach workout, and there's this small little hill on the beach. It was 10 sprints to finish the workout, and I lost all 9. But on the 10th one, I don't know how, but I got a good start, and I was ahead of him halfway through. Then I feel a hand on my ankle, just dragged me all the way down the hill, and my face smacked into the sand. And then he ran to the top. So
still can't believe I did that.
Psychopath. I barely knew him, but I thought it was unreal. I loved it, so it was unreal.
Yeah.
I always knew you hated to lose. I didn't know you were that much of a sore loser.
And I didn't lose any sleep over that.
No.
I didn't think that was weird at all. It's just probably yeah. Yeah, it's a true story.
Yeah, it's a true story. Yeah.
You know, Nate, one of the other players in the league was saying that on the ice, you're the bull. Nobody stops you. But they always wondered when you played on the line with Sid, it's something like this, would you be different at all? Because obviously you think so highly of Sid, you defer to Sid. Do you think it'll change you at all once the puck drops?
I don't think that'd be good for anybody if I try to change my game. I'm going to play my game, Sid's going to play his game, and hopefully it works, I think deferring and not being aggressive is a recipe for not having success. It's not a great recipe. I trust that my instincts. I'll make the right plays, and obviously, if I see Sid open, I'm going to pass to him. But I also need to be aggressive and just play my game.
What was it like going into that room together for the first time as a group the other day? Who was outgoing? Who was quiet? Who was the happiest guy?
I think Dewey's got to be one of the happiest guys all the time. I think the Tampa guys, they're a lot of fun, pretty outgoing. But I got to give Dewey that one. I mean, he's just, I played with him for a long time, different teams, and he brings great energy to a room, and he's competitive, and he's generally he'll do anything it takes, any role. He's happy to be part of the group.
Who did you think was the loudest or happiest guy?
Everyone's been great. TK, Marnes, like the Tampa guys, Marshy, there's a lot of great personalities. It's actually been very seamless fit. It feels like we've been playing together for a long time already, which is really cool. Just being around all these Canadian guys, Western, Eastern, Ontario, it's awesome.
Okay, well, a couple more. One of the last ones is, I was watching you guys practice your power play. There's 7 guys left on the ice, and 5 of them are the 5 power play guys. And I just wonder, I saw a couple of you guys huddling. What do you talk about? When you're figuring out where all 5 of you are going to go and how it's all going to work, how do you guys talk about who should be where and who does what? Can you take us into that conversation a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think in a short-term tournament like this, the more you can talk, the more dialogue, just to see what these guys are seeing. Obviously, we play against each other, and you see the great plays, but anything, as far as when they have the puck that you can, pick up as far as what they're looking for or what they like to do, I think that goes a long way. So, I mean, I think the dialogue is just what guys like in certain positions, how they might see a certain kill, things like that. But you're just trying to kind of work through that, and instead of Nate making a play and thinking, why wasn't that guy there, or I like when that guy's there. Hopefully you can kind of get through that just by talking through it earlier on here, and ultimately you got to go out there and play. But it's good to have those discussions and gain as much insight as we can, so we get out there, we can just play. There's no thinking. It's just those guys doing their thing and us reading off each other.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, same type of things. I think talking about the breakout a little bit, like with Connor, and obviously all 5 of us, trying to get a feel for that. There's little nuances, I think, out there that, like Sid's saying, that you talk about it and then you just go play, and then you kind of have a feel for what guys like and what we want to do in certain situations. So I'm definitely excited just to, there's been a lot of talking and trying to build chemistry, but the best thing we can do is just go play and figure it out from there, and trust our instincts.
2-on-1, you and Sid, you've got the puck. Pass or shoot?
Depends. Yeah, I'll have to make a few reads and figure it out. But yeah, I'll do one of each or one or the other. But gonna trust my gut and trust my instincts on what I should do in that particular situation.
2-on-1 with Nate, you've got the puck. Pass or shoot?
I like that answer, but I'm usually looking pass, so I'll go pass. But I was just gonna say I hope he says shoot. So, but yeah, that's a good answer.